Kamaru Usman dominates Joaquin Buckley, calls out Islam Makhachev for a mega fight. But Kevin Holland says Islam would smoke both of them. Oh, and Belal Muhammad? Usman says, "Who? Stay tuned. This welterweight war just got personal." After witnessing Kamaru Usman's dominant 5-round win over Joaquin Buckley at UFC Atlanta, fellow UFC welterweight Kevin Holland didn't hesitate to share his take on how Islam Makhachev would fare against them. Moments after the main event concluded, Holland took to social media platform X, formerly Twitter, and posted a blunt, 3-word prediction. Islam smokes him. This short but powerful statement reflects Holland's confidence in Makhachev's skills, despite Islam not yet competing at welterweight. Holland clearly believes that neither Usman nor Buckley would pose a serious threat to Makhachev, who is preparing to leave the lightweight division and challenge for gold at 170 pounds. Islam Makhachev, 27-1, has dominated the lightweight division with suffocating wrestling, relentless top control, and improved striking. His upcoming fight against new welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena will be his first official test at 170 pounds. Still, fighters like Holland are already convinced that Makhachev's grappling heavy style and championship pedigree will translate seamlessly to welterweight, enough to not just win, but run through top contenders like Usman and Buckley. Holland's quick dismissal also hints at a broader narrative within the division. Some fighters believe Makhachev is simply operating on another level. Despite Usman being a former pound-for-pound number 1 and Buckley being a rising star, Holland sees Islam as a stylistic nightmare for both. Possibly too strong, too technical, and too smart on the mat for anyone not named Della Maddalena. This bold take adds fuel to the hype surrounding Makhachev's welterweight debut and sets the tone for what could be one of the most high-stakes title fights of the year. If you're enjoying the latest UFC drama and want real-time fight updates, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. MMA Thread drops 3 UFC updates daily. You won't miss a thing. Fresh off a dominant win over Joaquin Buckley, Kamaru Usman is wasting no time staking his claim for another title shot, and he's aiming directly at the biggest names available: Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, JDM. After snapping a 3-fight losing streak with a vintage performance, Usman declared in the post-fight press conference that he wants the winner of the upcoming Makhachev versus JDM title fight. He made it clear that his star power and championship legacy should fast-track him to the top of the welterweight division again. Let's be honest, I'm the biggest name in the division. If Islam wins, it's current pound-for-pound versus former pound-for-pound. Who doesn't pay for that? Usman is strategically positioning himself for a massive payday and legacy fight. He knows that Islam's rise to welterweight is grabbing headlines, and that JDM's upset win over Belal Muhammad has put him on the map. By targeting the winner, Usman is ensuring he stays in the mix of major storylines while avoiding lower-ranked contenders who could derail his comeback. He also sees Islam's move as a welcome challenge, stating that it would be an ideal blockbuster to go out on, signaling that he may be looking to end his career on a high note with one final big fight. The idea of former versus current pound-for-pound king is marketable and meaningful in the sport, something both UFC brass and fans would likely rally behind. Ultimately, Usman is making it clear he's not rebuilding, he's reloading. He believes one big win puts him right back into title contention, and he wants nothing less than the main event spotlight against the best. While Kamaru Usman is laser-focused on reclaiming UFC gold, he made headlines for who he doesn't want to fight: Belal Muhammad. When asked in the post-fight press conference about a potential matchup with the former interim champ, Usman responded with a single, cutting word: "Who?" This wasn't a genuine moment of forgetfulness. It was a cold, calculated jab at Belal's nickname. Remember the name. It was psychological warfare at its finest, downplaying Belal's relevance while positioning himself above such matchups. The subtle disrespect instantly caught fire across social media, where fans recognized the shade for what it was: a direct snub from a former champ trying to skip the line. Belal didn't let the diss slide. He fired back quickly with a cryptic but pointed message on social media: "Congrats. See you soon." This tension has been building for some time. The two have a history, including awkward moments during a shared podcast appearance and a back-and-forth online. Usman's refusal to acknowledge Belal may stem from strategic desire to avoid stylistically difficult or low-reward matchups. Belal is a high-risk, low-profile opponent compared to someone like Makhachev, and Usman likely sees more legacy value in facing a current champ. However, the UFC matchmakers may not agree. If Usman truly wants a title shot, he might need to settle unfinished business with Belal first. The brewing grudge, combined with the stylistic clash between Usman's wrestling and Belal's pace, makes this a compelling fight, both from a rankings and entertainment perspective. In short, Usman's who might have just set the stage for one of the division's next big grudge matches. Whether he wants it or not, Belal is now firmly in his shadow and closing in fast. Is Usman really next for Islam? Or does he need to settle the score with Belal Muhammad first? Let us know your prediction in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to MMA Thread, your #1 stop for daily UFC updates.